Hello everybody, welcome on in. I'm Orion, back with some more yet another Zombie Survivors. Today we're going to be doing a Frozen Blood build. We are going to be running three classes: the Huntress, the Ghost, well, I guess the middle row right here. We're going to run the Huntress, we're going to run the Ghost, and we're going to run the Medic. Ghost is one of the best characters in the game, especially if you want to do late game stuff, because Bleed is the most effective, I guess, category or stat type in this game, because it's going to do the most damage to all these high powered enemies. And then we're going to be getting a lot of frost too for permafrost, and so we're going to be getting the Huntress, we're going to be getting the Medic for those. We're going to build up frost on both of these characters, and that's how we're going to roll with this one. We'll do Vile Wasteland today, so we'll do the middle map. We'll run Endless, and then we're going to be running ice damage, slashing damage. We're going to do the weapon ability cooldown reduction, and then we're going to run the extra health points and armor. Let's get started. So this game does have a slight flaw in that some builds seem way more viable than others late game, especially Bleed builds. Because Bleed builds, so if we're going to look at this super quick, they're going to start receiving percentage based on how much max HP they have. And once enemies down here have, like 3,000 max HP, bleeding is going to be doing the most damage. And then permafrost over here is going to have a chance to instantly kill frozen enemies. So these seem to be the two best tag types to build towards, especially for in-game, because you're going to get percentage-based, HP percentage-based damage, and then you're going to get insta-kills. So we will try this out. The big issue with this build, though, is we are not going to have an engineer. Engineer is, I would argue, next to the Ghost. I don't know if it's better or worse. I think the engineer is probably better overall because of the electricity, the stunning, the shield that they get. I do think that is the best way to build this game, but we're not going to have that stun. So that might be, that's going to make this hard to get into that hour plus time, I think. I don't think Frozen is as strong as it used to be before. Frozen before this update, or I would even say maybe a couple updates ago, Frozen was by far the best thing to build, and you could basically survive forever. You can't do that anymore. Frozen's probably second tier now to things like Bleed and Stun, but we'll try it. We'll see what we can do here. We'll still have the Ghost for a lot of damage, but I think we do leave out a lot of survivability by not having the engineer. But I also like to try to do different builds from time to time. I can't keep doing the same ones over and over. Okay, let's do penetration for that one. So we're gonna build heavy into, again, we're gonna kind of maybe avoid a little bit of the damage items. We'll go for the frozen ones, and we'll go for the bleeding items too. Those will be the main priorities for our items. Let's do Arrow Rain, just so we can get a little bit more AoE here early in the game. Okay, so we want the Ghost or Medic right away. Nope, that's a bummer. Okay, we'll do multi-shot. Okay, let's do... I think we'll do ability crit chance here. Multi-shot again. So my favorite build back in the day was something we did called Frozen Vampire. That was my favorite build that I would do. And it would focus heavily on the Huntress, the Medic, and then, just another class like maybe the SWAT. I think the SWAT was one of the better characters back in the day, or the tank. And you would build heavily into freezing and lifesteal. And that was probably the best build I had pre-updates. Man, good thing he doesn't eat that treasure chest. This map will also be a lot harder than the other one too. So we've been running the first map a little bit, so because it's best to, I think it's a good one to do that. I think it's good to kind of do the same maps over and over a little bit, especially when you're trying to compare builds. Let's see. I don't think I take any of these really. I think we banish Electrify because we will have. No, I don't think we banish that one. Maybe we banish. Actually, maybe I don't banish any of these. I'm pretty sure I don't take any of these. Yeah, let's banish the wrench because we're not going to do any pickup range. We're not doing a pickup range build here. Let's re-roll these. We can definitely do the frozen last twice as long. I'm going to lock that down though for now. And for right now, I'm just going to take the crab. Because one, I don't even have anything frozen yet, so. Okay, well now we do. Now we have frozen arrows. So now we're going to build heavily into freeze so we can get that permafrost. I do wish we would have gotten our second character early. It is a little bit better to get the characters early. Guys are a little tough to get out of, huh? Okay, freezing arrows is now maxed out. All right, let's do arrow rain again. I do really want to see my next character here on this next SOS. I think I might reroll for it. I think I do because I really want to get, I mean, I would prefer to get the ghost here because the ghost is going to have some really good DPS. Okay, let's do penetration on that one. Okay, we'll do the XP modifier. Okay, so for this one, we'll take Slingshot, because we're going to have injured a lot. So again, I'm going to hold off on this just for a second. But I am going to keep that locked down, because that's a must-have item for what we're going to be doing here. Let's do Penetration. We'll do Arrow Rain. Okay, we should be getting an SOS soon. Let's do... I mean, this one's good for now because I did take this item, but this item's also not a keeper. That's not going to be a long-term item. But I think injured status could be good, because that means they'll do less damage against us. Okay, where's my SOS at? Okay, let's max out. Well, not quite max out Arrow Rain. Let's see. We could do single arrow. Let's do bear trap. Bear trap. Alright, I have to be getting an SOS here super soon. We're definitely going to re-roll because we almost have... Okay, there he is. We almost have our Huntress maxed out already. So this is definitely a re-roll type of situation to get a... Okay, good. We got both of them. Let's get the Ghost. You can tell how much harder this map already is. Okay, let's do kunai. No, let's do katana. Okay, let's do bleeding lasts twice as long. So that's going to be an item we're definitely going to take. Let's do katana again. Okay, let's do ability crit chance, and we'll put that on the Ghost. Because the kunai, we're going with the kunai here. The kunai is going to be powerful. On a splash. Kunai again. I don't know what kunai we're gonna do. We've been doing the micro explosions a lot. I think we'll go back to the chemical one for this round. Because I think that one works better when you have electrified and you have all the enemies electrified in front of you and you can explode on them and have that do all that AoE damage around them. I don't know if that's gonna be as prevalent with this build. Okay, let's do katana splash. I hope that their next update does have a new character, though. And I would love for the next character to be support. I think they have... Okay, so now we're getting to the items that we're going to need to take too. So frozen enemies can now emit an aura that freezes other nearby enemies. So we're going to take that one. This one's a maybe, but again, I'm going to focus more on the items that are going to help with the CC, the frozen and the bleed. But I would love to see another support character. You know, we have 7 characters in the game. And only one real support character. I think we do need 2 types of support. And there's the medic. Awesome. Maybe someone who's a little bit of a more of a mix, I guess. More of a... Someone who's going to have a little bit more DPS than the medic does. But I do think we need another healing type character. Just because the medic, I think, is super good, and having revive is incredibly beneficial. So getting someone else that can sort of replace the medic as your number 3 character, I think would be great. Okay, we're gonna do 1,000 cuts again. Yeah, let's do 1,000 cuts. So I don't know. I'm not really sure what they could do. The medic did have a lot of abilities that they took out for whatever reason. You know, they took out the whole life regeneration one and they put it on. And they put it on the drone. We'll do stim pack. So maybe they could put more healing. I don't know if they wanted to purposely get rid of that, but it's a class that actually heals you. Or maybe when you take damage, like I don't think there's a Thorn type character either. When you take damage, you give back damage, or when you take damage, you heal a certain percentage of it back. You know, you could add a new mechanic to the game where they can actually stun enemies, not necessarily lock down enemies with lightning, but you know, like a stun, and maybe it works on bosses. Maybe it's a single target stun. Or maybe an AoE stun, like they throw a stun grenade. Just kind of spitballing ideas of what they could do. But I definitely do want to see another support type character. The last character we got, the Pyro, was an elemental character. Good for elemental damage, buffing elemental damage, so that was cool. But yeah, I think we need another support. Maybe we don't really have a full Frost character either. You know, I know we have 2 characters that can do Frost, but a character that maybe does full Frost would be cool. In their spells, they throw things that could actually freeze enemies for like a second or 2 without the actual freeze tag. Maybe like a cryo gun. You know, kind of going back to Deep Rock Galactic, they have the cryo cannon where it shoots out ice, like ice beams all around you. Maybe you could have a character that does that could put freeze on characters that get near close to you. Things like that. Because you can make an ice character, you can definitely make an ice character a support type character too. They could have a lot of CC and then throw in some heals or defensive stuff, like an ice shield, where you're maybe every 1 minute you get like 10 seconds of invulnerability or something. Let's go Hollow Ghost. There's still 2 character slots, and the Pyro was quite a while ago. Okay, we'll take that epic dodge chance. Okay, Compass is a good one. Let's see, ability damage, area, and duration. This one's usually, this one I think gives me 14, 14, and 14 without having to pair anything. So we can take that one. So, oh, 18, 18, and 18 right now. Oh, I think that's because of Stim Pack though. Yeah, so 14, 14, and 14. Then I'll take that frozen item as soon as we don't see another item that we like. Okay, let's go medical drone. I don't really have any rhyme or reason to the ones I'm upgrading at the moment. I just, whatever looks good. I don't really have a preference with the remaining ones. I guess I probably should do pistol a little bit more when we see pistol, so I can start getting. We haven't even seen Experiment 21 yet, have we? I don't even think we've seen Experiment 21 yet. Okay, we'll do bleeding. Man, we're getting... we officially have all our bleeding and frost items now. Other than the one that's... We still have the one locked down, but that's our two bleeding, that's our two frost items. Okay, let's go handgun. Let's try to get that to frost. Ooh. Yeah, these aren't really that great though. That's a bummer. 2 legendaries and ability area isn't super beneficial for any of these characters. So I guess we'll just take the max health, I think. Meta progression wise, I'm almost maxed out now. I mean, surprisingly, I'm not maxed out yet, but I'm almost there. I'm gonna do medical drone, and then I'm just gonna try to get that one out of the way. Yeah, and then we'll do defensive drone. Okay, there's Experiment 21. So Experiment 21 and Ice Flask are gonna get our ice skills up really high. We should already be at 10. Okay, yeah, so we're at 12 right now. So this is going to give us 10 or more tags. Enemy has 11% chance to become permafrozen instead. Dealing damage to permafrost enemies instantly kills them. So we're going to try to get that frost tag up as high as we can and get more permafrost and a higher percentage to kill them. Okay, 1,000 cuts is now maxed out. Was that my item up here? Yes, it was. Okay, we can do glass cannon. I'm gonna take that. We're not gonna keep glass cannon. Glass cannon I like taking early and then getting rid of mid to late game. So we're not going to keep that forever. We will replace that one. But the extra damage early will just help us kill, get more XP, and then get stronger quicker for late game. But I would think by the 30 or 40 minute mark, we'll probably be getting rid of it. XP modifier. Okay, experiment 21 is going to be the priority. Okay, what are we taking here? I think we'll go Hollow Ghost, and we'll just try to get that one out of the way too. So far, we're doing pretty good. All right, what are we taking here? We'll take a syringe gun. I think we prioritize Hollow Ghost, Experiment 21, and our syringe gun, trying to get those to Frost. Because my Hollow Ghost, we can get Frost on that too. All right, let's do... I could do some sort of like a Power Glove, Detectives Pipe combination here too. I think we'll do that. And then I'll swap out next. We'll start swapping things out too as we because what can we swap out? I'll probably swap out these two at some point. And then the glass cannon will get swapped out also. Because this build, again, it's mainly going to be focused on keeping them frozen and keeping them bleeding. That's really it. The damage items aren't going to be as imperative. I want the best percentage to insta-kill, and I want the best percentage to apply bleed and have them take the tick damage. So that's pretty much it. Let's do Stimpak, I guess. So even things that are going to apply more tags for us might be kind of important here too. We're not going to do the laser. Let's go syringe gun again. We're not going to do laser. Okay, so here's our experiment 21. So now we do ice grenades only. There's a few items that can give us more tags. So So we might go with those ones too. Okay, so we're gonna go Hollow Ghost Sub-Zero, so now it additionally freezes enemies in its path. Okay. Oh, see, this is the one I was talking about. So we get +2 fire, ice, electric, and chemical. If any of the above types had 4 or more tags at the time, this grants them +4 instead. We will take that because, again, I want to try to get these tags as high as I can. And we do have, I guess the main one is ice. These are all above 4. The only thing we don't have above 4 is fire. So we'll take that. We'll replace this one for now. So now we have 21 ice, and that puts us at 16% chance now to become permafrost, whereas before we were at 11. And we're still gonna get quite a few more ice tags here. We're gonna get +4. We're gonna get +4 for that other item we have locked down. And then we're gonna get another, I think, 4 for the ice grenades. So we have quite a bit of frost still coming our way. So we could probably get that up to, I think, maybe a little over 20%. Okay, let's do, I'm gonna lock down the ability reduction, take the XP modifier. Okay, so here's Freezing Flask. I mean, this is working out okay so far. I think usually the goal for most of these runs is usually about 40 to 45 minutes. I think we might be able to push that. I definitely don't think... I don't think we can do an hour, though, without an engineer. I don't really know. That seems really hard. And I don't know if this is the build to do it. Okay, we'll go more Freezing Flask. Man, seeing the zombies run with that ice cloud on them is pretty cool. Okay, this is a good one too. Man, okay, we're starting to get some good items here. Because this is good because this will really help the Ghost and the Huntress. So I think we do take that, and I think we'll get rid of the Slingshot now. I could get rid of this one. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of this one. Because this one, since we took the penetration, I feel a little bit more inclined to keep this one. Because the penetration gives a guaranteed injured status, and then we'll get extra crit chance and critical damage against them. This is going to give me 14 ability damage. The area, not so important. The duration isn't really that important either. Maybe a little bit, but I think we do replace that with the coffee cup. I mean, that coffee cup's gonna benefit all of us, so. Okay, we're gonna do medicate for the extra heals. Freezing flask. Bear trap. Okay, let's do that ability cooldown reduction. Now it's going to come down to these two. I think we'll put it on the medic. Okay, let's do, I mean, we'll do the frozen arrows. Trap additionally fires a few frozen arrows, so let's do that one. Ouch, see, that guy hits me, takes away half of my health. I can't be doing that here. See, unfortunately with this build, we don't have that, we don't have that shield that provides us that extra protection for the freezing and the stunning. It's got to be the best spell in the game, so losing out on that definitely hurts. We'll take one resuscitate now, just kind of as backup. Let's start banishing things. I haven't been banishing. Let's do the frozen, and we'll get rid of that glass cannon now. And then at this point, I think the only thing we might want to see is, I don't know, the detective's pipe. I think maybe the detective's pipe for that extra frost damage. And then we could replace this guy. Because otherwise, I think we keep everything else. We keep these 5. We probably keep this one because I do like the extra tags, and then maybe we replace that one because that's really the only thing that doesn't really quite fit this build as well. So I really want to just focus on the frozen, and then bleeding aspect of it, not so much the injured status that we're doing. This is getting hard. I can feel how hard this is already. Okay, let's do ability crit damage. That'll go on the ghost. So yeah, what are we looking here for? Maybe the detective's pipe? Okay, let's banish wooden stick. You know, this one might be a good replacement for this one. I think that's what we do, because they're gonna have freeze, bleed. Let's do that. Let's swap this one out. And then that way we don't lose that ice damage. And that way that ice damage will get increased also. Or do I just replace it with this one and just keep the extra damage? I think we'll replace that one. Okay, let's do Pulsar. We'll do the pushback. Okay, we're almost at maxed out status. And again, so far I think we're doing okay. I think we're just at okay status right now. I don't think I'm not feeling OP, but I'm also not feeling incredibly weak. I do think the freeze and the bleed is helping. Sometimes, though, not every enemy is getting frozen on their way towards us, though. Let's do decoy again. Okay, let's do... I don't really care. I guess we'll do Toxic. Just because I have the other one. I have that item. We have that Gaslighter. But I think we'll just do that. Let's do Toxic. Okay, let's do... Okay, item-wise, I don't think there's anything else. I know we talked about the detective's pipe, but now at this point, I don't know. I think we'll just kind of keep that. Let's see. So it's gonna have the ice tag, and they're frozen longer. This is. I'm not getting rid of this one. I probably don't get rid of the bleeds. I don't get rid of this one. I don't get rid of this one. So the only thing that maybe is replaceable is this, but I don't think so. Because for one, the slashing damage is going to be more beneficial to me. The slashing damage is going to be more beneficial than the ice damage, I think, because I think we're going to be just doing more slashing damage with the Ghost's ability anyways. So I think it's better to put the 40% bonus on that. Which is, man, we had really, really good RNG because I haven't even used my banishes and I barely used my rerolls. And I pretty much got every item I wanted. That was really good RNG for this run. And we got them quick too. And on top of that, I got good items to use in the meantime while we waited for the other items, like glass cannon and stuff. Good items to help with the early game damage. And then just replace them with more of the CC stuff late game. So then let's see where we're sitting at then if we're kind of maxed out. We're gonna have a 20% chance to permafrost them, which is pretty good. Let's see. They're gonna have explosion on death. Electric, there's a 5% chance that affected enemy will invoke a lightning strike. Enemies are going to do less damage, so increase all damage received by 46% for 5 seconds. And then enemies deal less damage to player while under. I wish it would say how much less. And then slashing, 45% chance to apply bleed. And then each bleed tick has a 28% chance to proc open wound, which will make it deal 5 times more damage. So pretty good percentages. Now I guess it just comes down to how long can we survive for? I'm gonna hope for 40 plus minutes. Okay, we'll do ability duration. We're gonna put that on the medic again. Okay, these are all just skip. See, sometimes a zombie will get through without getting frozen. If we could freeze every zombie all the time, this build would be incredibly good. But we can't quite do that. because I could freeze them and then I could knock them back, keep them slow, and then with my pulsar knock them back, and then just apply the bleed and just let the frozen bleed kill them before they get to us. Because you can see it kind of works, like it kind of works, but the enemies still get to us a little bit. Yikes, see, this is... Oh boy, we're almost dead already. Wow, look at all that. Okay, let's do... Resuscitate. 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 And then we'll do the Hoarder. Okay, so let's do XP. Man, there was so much XP down there. XP. Weapon cooldown reduction. Ability cooldown reduction. Let's do ability cooldown reduction on the medic. So it seems like this, I just kind of have to move like slow and steady and just try to pick out where the frozen enemies are and then move in between them. And then trying to avoid the enemies that aren't frozen and are moving more quickly towards me. Okay, let's do weapon crit damage. See, so like that guy, perfect example. That guy just exploded. He had, right now they're sitting at, man, 7,200% more health. So that's kind of why you need to do these frost or bleed builds late game. So you can really just sort of mitigate a lot of the health that these enemies have. I don't really think... Let's do the mod. I really don't think, you know, damage builds, at least from my experience, are the way to go for the best builds in this game. It's more about CC and just letting your bleed or frost do its thing, because it doesn't matter how much damage you do. If you have a 20%, if we have a 20% chance to just instantly kill someone, I would rather have that than more DPS, you know? So there's this one. I wonder if I should just switch this out for this one. I don't know. I wanted this to be more of a frost focused build, but let's see. I don't think I want to replace anything else. Hey, maybe lead lasts twice as long. for extra frost damage. I would rather have this one. This one gets me less tags, though, if I get rid of this. But I like this one better because it'll drain their health a lot quicker, especially if they get that open wound. Yeah, let's do that. Because, yeah, I would prefer to be more of a frost build for this run. So let's get that extra frost damage. Jeez. Just moving through that really messed me up. I don't like how all this XP is piling up down here. I'm surprised they haven't fixed that by now. It's too much. There's too much XP to be sitting down there. See, like, look at it. It all just keeps piling up down there. I don't know why. That's been a thing for quite a while. Okay, there's a lot of stuff happening here on the map right now. That's not what I locked down before. That's a bummer. I'm pretty sure I locked down 10 to the ghost, right? Isn't that what I locked down? Let's do... Well, I guess we'll just do this one. Oh, I could re-roll. I should re-roll those. Since I have my re-rolls that I never used for getting our items because we had amazing RNG and we just got everything that we wanted. There it is again, just all piling up down there. Should I just stay here? I wonder how much XP we're missing out on by not going down there on the map now. Because it seems like, I'm not sure what the range is or what determines XP spawns down there or not, but ooh, I thought I was going to get out of there in time. That hurts big time. That was not good. Front row. Okay, let's do... We can do weapon cooldown reduction on you. Okay, well, we made it past 40 minutes. I mean, that's the sign of a good build. Especially on the harder map. Now, I wonder where the damage goes if we insta-kill something. You know, so... Because there's going to be damage meters here at the end. I wonder what, if at all, if something explodes when it has full health at, like, 20,000 health, especially these bosses, I wonder where that damage gets counted at, if it does. That's a lot of damage to leave out of the damage meters at the end if it doesn't count it. Uh-oh, okay, that was a revive, damn. Okay, let's re-roll these. Okay, so now I need to hope that my ability cooldown reduction is enough to to get me through this. Wow, 10 health regeneration, that's pretty good. Guess we'll take it. I'm not really sure how much it'll help at this point in the game. Usually health regeneration's better for early game. I do see that there's quite a few items on the board, but I don't think I'm gonna care about trying to get those at the moment. Right now, I'm just gonna I'm trying not to get pinned down. I'm like trying to work my way out of here. But I don't want to run the edge either, because I'm afraid if I run the edge, that's gonna get me killed. But I'm really getting pinned down here. I need to be able to navigate kind of through the middle, because see, if I run the edge, I'm just going to keep getting hit. Oh, come on, just no. We were pretty close. We were pretty close to getting that revive back up. Dang. Oh, well, that wasn't too bad. 45 minutes with no engineer. I guess that's the way to go. 100,000 cuts damage, 63,000 kunai. Medic did pretty decent damage here. Wow, how did syringe gun? How did this isn't right? How does this happen? How does syringe gun do 1.5 million more damage than freezing flask? That's what I'm kind of wondering. Like, does man, I wonder if freezing flask doesn't get the credit for the kill if it applies the permafrost. I wonder. And then let's see, what did we do here? 28,000 on freezing arrow. How is that so high? 36,000 on syringe gun. 7.8 million. That seems, I don't know. I'm not understanding that one here. Arrow rain, no damage. Zombie decoy, bear trap did decent. Frozen arrow did pretty good. This guy definitely did the best. Hollow ghost, even with 8,000, 63,000, and then 100,000. So those were pretty good damage ones. Yeah, I'm definitely confused by this right here. This is definitely a little bit confusing. I'm not sure why freezing flask did next to no damage, especially when I built pretty heavily into like ice. And then we even had this guy here at the end for extra ice damage. Huh. I know this guy for a while was probably hurting the damage, but 10% barely even covers that. All right, well, there we go. That's our Frozen Blood build. That was a fun build. It's going to be hard to find a build better than what we did before with like the engineer, the ghost, and the medic. I think that's probably my best build. Anything without the engineer I feel is going to be pretty tough for me to get over an hour, so that's kind of why I consider the 40-ish minute range a pretty good barometer. And we also did play on the harder map here, so I would say that was a good run. You know, that was like a B+ run, A- maybe. I'd be curious to see what we could do on the first map. That's why I kind of like to run the same map, so that way I can compare it, because maybe we could have done like 55 minutes on the other map. I don't know. But there we go. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.